Hey guys, what's up? So we have a new update on Advanced Server and it's patch 1.5.96. First on our list is the nerf on Xborg. His first skill damage is lowered in the early stages of the game, but it remains the same when it reaches late game. So it's a nerf for the jungler Xborg. Next is the nerf on Eudora. Just like X.Borg, they lowered the early damage of her first skill. Damage remains the same when the skill reaches max level. The minus magic defense on her second skill is also nerfed by 10 points on all levels. So lower damage and weaker debuff for Eudora. Next is Kimmy. The developers have applied the effects from the update last week. Her basic attack is now magic damage. Both her first and basic attack can now deal critical damage. There's also a new skill indicator so that you can see where she's aiming. This makes playing Kimmy a lot easier. Are we going to see another Kimmy core next month? Next is Sun, a nerf on his first skill. Weaker clones in the early game and longer cooldown at late game. Is he that good to deserve this nerf? Next is Chang'e. You can now cancel her ultimate by pressing it again like this. This is helpful in case your target moves out of your ultimate's range. Because if you've noticed, her first skill is disabled during her ultimate. If your target moves out of the ultimate's range, you can cancel it and then use first skill for the kill. Next is Harley. To balance his damage, they had to lower his magic penetration. They lowered the maximum number of stats from 15 to 10, so less abuse on the new damage calculation for Harley users. Next is Lunox. More nerfs on her passive skill. They increased the nerf they made from the last update. Lower conversion of cooldown to penetration and defense stats. Next is Eve. They've reverted some of the nerfs they made last week on Eve's shield. If we compare this to official server, it's still a nerf. That means she'll get less shield when using her ultimate. Next is Popol and Kupa. Higher HP for Popol but lower for Kupa. The knock-up duration of his second skill is now shorter, but in exchange, they increase the attack scaling of his shield. Next is Mathilda. They lowered the damage of her first skill, but if we look at last week's update, the magic scaling is now higher. I think it's a move to make tank Mathilda weaker. Lower base damage and higher magic scaling will affect players who use her as a tank. Next is Karina. The movement speed she gains from her first skill is now fixed at 45%. Previously, it scales with skills level. Now it's 45% on all levels. Next is Zhask. They added more HP when Zhask uses his ultimate. That's plus 500 HP on all levels. Next is Phoveus, another buff on his ultimate. It now has higher base damage. Next is Natan, wider skill range for his first and second skill. I think this is the last update before he's released, which means this is his final version. Next is Aulus, lower heal from the enhanced basic attack of his second skill. His ultimate is completely changed. It's now a buff that gives him 5 seconds of crowd control immunity. It also gives him up to 45% damage reduction. Next is bug fix on Natalia. They fixed the issue where sometimes Natalia couldn't trigger the enhanced basic attack. Have you experienced this bug? Next is the bug fix on Bane. They fixed the issue where he loses the cooldown reduction bonus when dying. And they also revamped his Count Dracula skin and changed it to Castle Master. Here are the new skill effects of the skin. Last one is the Starlight for August. It's going to be Louise Siren Priestess skin. So what can you say about the update? Is this the end of Eudophobia? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. That's all for this video. Stay safe and thank you for watching.